was a lot of smack talk going on during that Thursday night game of Cowboys fans like, oh, look how much we beat the Giants by, and the 49ers team are struggling to put them away in the first half. But it was just a casual 30-12 game. I mean, it wasn't a divisional game. It wasn't like too hard. They were kind of just like moseying along. And the first half of these Thursday night games, it's tough. It's like you're on a short week. You're not really getting a full practice. It's an opponent you're not familiar with. But at the end of the day, you held them to 12 points. It's like, I get that the Cowboys shut them out, but it's early in the season. You don't need to wagon everybody. The 49ers 30-12. It was good enough, and they escaped with a W. So it's like, for all the Cowboys fans out there talking smack, it's like, it doesn't matter. It's still week 3. It's still Thursday night football. It's a lot easier to go out there and lay the smack down on Sunday night football than come out of the gates guns blazing on Thursday night.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to get to the Cowboys today. They're going to have a fun segment by the time this episode's over. No, the 49ers cruised. They took care of business. Started off a little slow, but cruised in the second half. And take away from this game, as it is with every game, Daniel Jones, he's got the arm of a pool noodle. This dude couldn't hit a wall with wet paint. I mean, good God, this guy sucks. And every guy on his team, they got hands of a fish. They can't do anything. And Matt Breida runs like he's got 2 broken legs. It's terrible. So the Giants do Giants things. 49ers, that defense, Fred Warner, bad dude. And Nick Bosa doing Nick Bosa things.
Diamador
Lenore making his presence felt. So great Thursday night game to start it off. We have another primetime game with the Giants next week. They're like this year's Broncos, it seems. They're like, hey, let's show the world how bad the Giants are. It's not very fair to Giants fans, but good Thursday night win.
No, I think it's very fair to Giants fans because we predicted this before the season. You predicted them to go 2-15. We were like, you got to win against the Cardinals. Like, that's great. Kind of. Cowboys fans, where are you talking smack now? You beat the same team as the team you lost to the same team that you blew out 40-0. So where's your, oh, look at how this team beat that team? Like, no, that's not how the NFL works. Like, first of all, and then shout out to all of the Matt Breida fantasy bros. Congratulations. You guys really found your guys. I mean, 17 rushing yards is a hell of a performance. I get he had a touchdown, but still, like, 4 carries. That's your guy. And then Daniel Jones, like, again, why are we paying this guy $50 million to throw out routes? Like, it's ridiculous. I guess I get you're going up against the 49ers, tough, vaunted defense. You had one good drive in this game, but like Daniel Jones, it's like there's not too much of a difference between him and Zach Wilson this year.
No.
There's really not. And then Daniel Jones isn't even running the ball that well this year. Like, they're not even having those same design run plays they had last year. So it's like for the Giants, it's like another game on Thursday Night Football, and the NFL really needs to figure this thing out with flexing because we don't know what teams are going to be going into the season. And that's the beauty of the NFL is one team could be good last year. You think they're going to come off and then just drop off a cliff. And we saw the Giants dropping off a cliff this year. But the thing I was surprised, though, I didn't think their defense would be this bad. Like, I thought their defense showed some progress with Kayvon Thibodeau, but really the knock on him was people were saying maybe he's not as committed. Maybe he doesn't have that fire. Maybe he's like, they even compared him to Ben Simmons, and last year he was really good, but this year you can kind of see when they're not in the game and they're not that into it, he kind of does slowly fade away. And then you want to talk about a team. There are just certain teams that can't draft a position, and the Giants' position they can't draft is offensive line.
Yeah.
I mean, Evan Neal, one of the biggest busts in a long time. And then I think, who is that rookie they had a while ago? I think he was out of Notre Dame, who was like a left tackle that they drafted, and he was just awful year in and year out.
Yeah, I can't put my name on him right now, but I know who you're talking about. And then, you know, with the Evan Neals of the world, I mean, Andrew Thomas, and then, you know, way back in the day, signing players like Nate Solder, like, they cannot get this offensive line right.
No.
And, you know, Eli Manning was abused in his time in New York, and Daniel Jones, I know Daniel Jones, he's got his issues as a passer, but he also has no time to throw either. They're just getting absolutely mauled. So good Thursday night win for the 49ers.
Yeah, it was a great